Hey, I just wanted to take a quick moment and talk to you about a question that I get a lot. And the question is there a wrong way to worship? Now, I think people have different answers on this. Some would say yes, some would say no. So obviously, we need to go to the Word. So let's go to Isaiah 29:13. Now, actually, the Bible has several answers in several directions about what is proper worship, but the Lord is speaking here and He says, "My people worship me with their mouths and honor me with their lips, but their hearts are far from me. Their worship is based on nothing but human rules." So what that says to me is that we can look, sound, and act like we're worshiping, but we're actually not if our heart's not in it. So worship is about the heart. So is there a wrong way to worship? There is. If we're worshiping without our hearts being engaged, then we're not really worshiping. Now, let me give you an example. So I like analogies and little stories. So my analogy this time is Hallmark versus Post-it note. Now, Hallmark, they have their tagline, "When you care enough to send the very best." Now, I don't know about you, the last time I tried to buy a Hallmark card, it was like 11 or 13 bucks. I'm like, are you kidding? For a card? But there are people who will buy these big elaborate cards, sign their name on it, and give it to people. And if you're like me, I've saved cards over the years, especially the cards that my kids have given me. And I have a few actually. And these are from my daughter Megan. Her nickname is Dolly. And here's one to the world's greatest dad, for real though. And then here's a Valentine's card that I got from her. And then here's a birthday card I got for her 12 years ago when I was turning 42. So these are just the ones I have in my office. I mean, I have literally a stack of these that I've kept over the years. Here's my point. If you buy me a Hallmark card and just sign your name to it, it's going in the trash. Why? Because you're just signing your name on somebody else's sentiment. These were made with her own hands. She cut these little hearts out. She put this stuff. It has her writing on the inside. In her penmanship, all of her thoughts and her personal feelings toward me. Now, that's what I feel like worship is more about. God wants our heart and our emotions and our personal thoughts and feelings toward Him in the worship. Now, I get this sometimes after church, and this may be you, and that's okay, but I've had people say, "Oh, I love that new song that you sang today." And I'd be like, "Oh, which one?" And they're like, "It had Jesus in it." See, we don't remember. It's kind of like we just buy that Hallmark card, sign your name to it, give it to your wife, and then your wife opens it up and goes, "Oh, honey, that second paragraph was so good." And you're like, "Yeah, yeah." And what did it say in that second paragraph? See, it wasn't your sentiment. You just signed your name to it. Sometimes we can go through the motions. We can look, we can sound, and we can act like we're worshiping, but our hearts can still be far from God. So we want to make sure that our heart is engaged. So what about the Post-it note? Well, here's what I know. I know that my wife has saved more of my Post-it notes than any card that I wrote on for her. Post-it note, you can buy like 50 of them for like $2.99. You just pull that little thing off. It's about this big. And I just write this thing that I love about her and stick it on her mirror in the morning so that when she gets up and puts her makeup on, she sees that first thing. That means more to her because it was straight from my heart and it was my personal feelings and my personal thoughts toward her. Guys, worship is so much more than just sounding and looking like we're worshiping. Is our heart engaged? Now, Hebrews 10:22 says, "Let us go right into the presence of God with sincere hearts, fully trusting Him." See, when we come into God's presence and our hearts are sincere and we're expressing those words that we're singing from our heart and we're attaching our thoughts and our emotions to those, then God receives that completely differently because He looks straight to the heart. So when we do come into the presence of God, let's come in with sincere hearts, fully trusting Him because we love Him and we know all that He has done for us.